foolish.
So,
okay. What are the challenges of being a woman in business?
men are a challenge. Men are fucking foolish, for real. Like, men waste your time. Men are creeps. Men like harass you. They don't take you serious. I don't know. Like, what are your challenges?
I mean,
as a woman,
I think just on social media, you know, when they're like, can I take you on a date? Blah, 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 whatever.
So
or they literally put me down and I don't understand it because I'm like,
wait, what do they say? What do you mean they put you down?
Like the JB clothes that we sell,
Mm-hmm.
They literally are like, oh, that's way too sexy. What girl's gonna wear that in the gym? And I'm like, bro, like, I'm not selling to men. I'm selling to women. Yeah. So I don't know. Some boys, I call them boys, not men, because there are really nice men. But the boys, you know,
will be boys.
Get it together. Because I can't with y'all.
Okay, you're just gonna keep filming? Okay, cool. Next question.
Craziest date you've been on?
Craziest or like worst?
It just says craziest date.
Craziest date you've been on?
Next.
No, do you have one? That you want to say, huh? Yeah. I've been on like bad dates, like shit, the craziest date I've been on. I'll just talk about this one guy. Oh my God. There's this one guy who I went on a date with, and actually before I left for the date, I was already like, I shouldn't go. Cause he was, so keep in mind, he slid in my DMs and I usually never answer DMs. I never date guys that slide into my DMs. But he was funny. Like, and so I gave him a chance and I was like, you know, I really vibe with this guy. But then come the day of our date, like he got like argumentative with me. And I was like, oh, hell no, like we haven't even met yet. And you're like being argumentative. And so I told him like, you know what? I was like, clearly like you and I, we got like this, we're not getting along too much. So let's just cancel the date. And he was like very apologetic after. He was like, you know what? No, I'm really sorry. Like, let's just do this date. Like I already like have the time set off, which should have been like another red flag, but he was like, let's just do it. Like we're already here. And I was like, okay, cool. So I met up with him and the whole conversation was like very eye-opening to me. Like he seemed very funny and charming online. But when he started talking about women, I was like, oh, I made a mistake. I made a bad mistake. He was just very, you know how guys, like when guys, I don't know if you experience this, when guys make it a point to say like, I'm not gonna pay for one.
Never in my life experienced that.
Yo, that shit is ass. Like literally like you're in a date and you're just kind of like,
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, no, I have.
And I think it's so wild. And
I'm just like,
I don't understand.
The fucking audacity of you broke. Like, just tell me you're broke. Just say that. So, anyway, sorry. But so that happened. And then, was he an Aquarius or Pisces? It's irrelevant. It's not. But anyway, so he was like talking about going back to his house and I was already turned off and I was like, no, I'm not going back to your house. He's like, come on, I'm not going to try anything with you. Of course he did. But I was strong-arming the fuck out of him. I literally felt like a cat. I was like, nah, get the fuck off me. Anyways, I was like, I gotta go. In that time that I was in his room, he like didn't have his sheets made, and because the sheets were freshly cleaned. Oh God, I just had like an epiphany now. But anyway, so see, he had freshly cleaned sheets, but I helped him put on his bed sock or his fitted sheet, whatever you people call it.
You helped him make the bed?
I helped him put on his bed sock.
After he asked you to split the bill? Bitch.
No. So after he said that, I stopped ordering things and I was like, shit. But anyway, so we go back to this place and like, you know, like I was still trying to make it a good day because that's me. Like even if things are going wrong, like I still try to like laugh my way through things. And he had to put on his bed sock, his fitted sheet or whatever. And I was like, damn, like you need a buddy for this. And he was like, and I guess he thought that was ultra cute. I'll tell you why he thought that was ultra cute later. But so I helped him put on his fitted sock because it's hard. It's hard when it's a one-man team putting on a fitted sock because then the other side like pops off or whatever. Anyway, the point is I helped him. And then he tried to start getting handsy with me and I was like, nah, like I'm going home. And I remember when he like walked me to my car, like I was like, oh, okay, it was a great time. And he walked away before I finished my sentences, and like he was mad, I guess, because I didn't give him any. And I was like, what a bitch. So so I was like, whatever, bro, like good riddance. And so I go home, and by the time I get home, I realized that I had left a very expensive, at the time, what I thought was expensive Levi's jacket in his car. Did I ever tell you this story?
No.
Really?
Never.
Okay, so I had left a really Levi's expensive Levi's jacket in his car, and I was like, hey, like, you know, like, I left my jacket in your car. Do you mind like keeping that for me? I'm going to like swoop and grab it from you like later on. And I don't know where the miscommunication was, but he thought that meant that I was gonna hang out with him again. But I meant like, no, I'm gonna drive by and grab that. So the day that I told him that I was gonna come by, I was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna be there in a little bit. Just come out and I'll grab it. And he was like, wait, you're not gonna hang out? And I was like, no, I'm just grabbing my jacket. And he got really upset. He got really upset, and he was like, I don't even remember the full story, but I just remember he was really upset, and he just wanted to hang out, and he really thought we had a connection, which was fucking weird. I was like, what connection? I didn't feel that at all. But he was like bringing up all these things. I guess he's a good listener, because like he was bringing up all these things that I like talked about in conversation. How I was vegan. He's like, I wanted to take you to my friend's vegan truck. They're having a grand opening. It's vegan. I just thought of you, and like everything makes me think of you. I was sitting in my car because I was already like, you know, rejecting him, so he was already reacting badly. Mind you, we hung out for like 4 hours one day. And he was like, I was sitting in my car today. Like he dragged us on for like a week, where he was like, I was sitting in my car today and I was just staring at your jacket, and I was just like, yo, like, you're fucking crazy. Like, and so like eventually I was like, you know what, homie, like, I'm gonna take the L on the jacket, throw it away, do whatever, like, it's yours. I don't know, but it was crazy. I guess you had to be there.
That's wild.
You had to be there.
That is wild. That is for sure wild.
Like, it got to the point where I was like, he might like show up because he knows where I work. He might show up and do some crazy shit. Like, it was weird. You don't have a crazy story? None?
No. I've had like a crazy, like me being crazy, like to go on the date, but I've never had like.
I think that's what they meant. You being crazy going on the date? Come on.
No,
I'm the only one divulging here.
No, but like I don't have like a epic story, you know, like that, you know. I don't know.
Who was the craziest person you went on a date with?
I mean, okay, so I feel really bad. Okay, my short kings, I apologize, but I don't like meeting guys on Instagram because I don't want to ask somebody, how tall are you?
That is lie.
What do you mean?
About their height.
Well, I just think that's so mean. And like, I feel really bad, but like, I'm really tall. So like
5'8", 5'9".
I like tall men, and I don't know. That's why I don't like dating apps. I don't like things like that. And one of my friends had set me up with this guy, and the guy was like messaging me, and he was like, come to Catch tonight. And I was bored.
Are you talking about short?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He was like, come to Catch.
Short, no.
There's this guy named Shorty. Well, that's what we nicknamed him, and he was so
That's
good
what
to
you
me.
nicknamed him.
I know, I felt so bad. Till this day, I think this is why I get the karma that I get, because he was so.
I
good
agree,
to
because
me.
he was. I didn't even. Whatever. Go ahead.
I know. So you want me to talk about Shorty?
Yeah.
This guy adored me. Was so sweet to me. Took me on the best dates.
Wasn't even short. Was a man of average height. If you said, so I'm 5'9", she's 5'8", you're 5'7" or 5'8".
I'm 5'7", but with heels I'm like 5'11".
Yeah, so she said he's like your height, so my height. So if she's 5'7", he's 5'9", like that's a man of average height. And
I tried.
He owned his own, what did he do?
He owned multiple insurance companies. I know.
Treated her well, was good, was hot. Like literally she would show me pictures and I'm like, damn.
Abs.
I was like, if you don't want
would
that,
buy
girl.
me flowers. I was pissed. I was like,
I don't mind dating a guy my height.
I feel really bad. I don't want to talk about this no more.
All right, next question. How did you find the perfect partner to work with? I think that's a good one. So for you, for JB.
So for me, how did I find the perfect partner to work with? I wanted to do JB by myself. That was like my goal. I was going to have my own boutique.
Really? I didn't know that.
I did not want Brie to be a part of it at all.
Oh shit. I didn't know this.
Yes.
Juicy.
No,
How'd that
I'm
happen?
serious. So
Okay.
we were at a restaurant. We went to TGI Fridays after the state in Victoria Gardens, like in 2017.
Ew.
And I told her, like, I know, TGI Fridays. And I told her, I'm like, I want to open up a boutique. This is what I'm going to do. And she was like, well, I want to be a part of it. And I was like,
Get your own shit?
no, I was scared. Like, I was really scared, you know, like, because going to business with your friends, I feel like it's a whole different thing,
For sure.
you know? So then, whatever, I hadn't done it. And then like 2 years passed by and I was telling her like, hey, I want to do like the athletic wear. I'm going to do this. And
Yeah.
she's like, I want to be a part of it. I was like, still like, and I told her like, I straight up, like, I think I still have the text messages and I'm like, I'm just scared that like, if we do a business together, like it's going to ruin our friendship.
Yeah.
You know, like I was really, really scared of that, you know?
Yeah.
But it honestly, swear to God, the best thing that happened because I could not have managed by myself. And also, Brie and I are polar opposites. Brie's so organized. She's
That's
just
so
like
key.
on it. And I'm more like, she's also very indecisive where I'm not. So, but we both have like our strengths and our weaknesses, you know?
Right.
But
I
we
see
wouldn't
that.
have done
Yeah.
what we've done if it wasn't without each other.
For
So
sure.
I'm
Especially
like-
because you guys have your 9-to-5s as well.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for her. Like, I would not have been able to do it by myself. I would have crashed and burned.
For sure. And I feel like that can go left, totally left, with the wrong partner. Like, you are lucky that Brie is the way she is and she matches. Well, where you're weak, she's strong.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people, like, I'll say it for myself, people that I wanted to go in business with certain projects or whatever, shit went all the way left. And I won't say too much, but fuck them. I'm just kidding. But no, it can, like, you really have to think about your dynamic with that person, and you have to think like, is this person going to you know, pull where I can't, you know, like it really has to be like a very like kind of polar opposite dynamic really when you're in business.
For sure.
Because if you guys are both the same, you guys are both trying to override each other in the same fields of expertise, so to speak.
Exactly.
So you do have to have like some sort of balance, I think, with a business partner.
For sure.
So that's good.
And that's why, like, I always call Brie the boss because, like, she's so bossy and I'm, like, more, like, you know, laid back. I'm more laid back, like, okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's your boss
But-
in your own right. I'm just kidding.
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it works for us.
Yeah.
Next question.
Code JZ10 and check out.
Yes. Do you like ceviche? Yes. What is a daily habit that you have that allows you to be successful? What is your daily habit?
So this is more recent. Actually, today was day one, where it's like accountability. Really, it's like every day checking in with someone, checking in with yourself. If you have that sort of discipline, I don't. So to me, my accountability partner is Marco. We scheduled, geez, that was my ankle. But we have a scheduled 7:45 a.m. call where we're literally talking about the numbers we got, the contacts we made. Did you read any self-development? Did you go to the gym? Where's more important? I think the most important part of that conversation that we have is, where's your headspace at? Like, are you feeling down because of your, you know, you haven't been doing well, or are you feeling happy, or are you just feeling like kind of whatever, blah? Are you very like complacent? Like, where are you? So I can help you and I can talk to you. So to me, I've been setting those things up slowly. Like we talked about right now, what we were all saying down is setting these accountability partners that are level with you and above you. It's like the best thing I could have done, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, it's the gym. If I don't work out,
Oh shit.
I have like,
Anger issues? It's me.
no, I just feel like I get like anxiety and like that sets the tone for my day and it makes me happy. And then after that, I'm like, I could do whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what, but I don't need like motivation or discipline. I'm like, this is what I have to do. And like, you never have to tell me twice, like, you need to do this. Like, I just do it.
That's good. Not I. Go ahead. Next question.
I think that was the last one. The other one's, why are you so
No,
sexy?
this guy, why are you so sexy?
No.
What's like the best moment or the highlight in your career so far?
I would say going independent. Like just kind of stepping out, for me, like stepping out from like having a boss, for sure. Because it takes a lot for someone, like there's so much security in having like a salary job or a 9 to 5, because you're like, it's consistent pay. You know, no matter what, if you slack on the job, you're gonna get that pay. So when you become independent, you become an entrepreneur, you can only answer to yourself. And so when the bills aren't getting paid and your bank account is looking sad as hell, which mine has sometimes, the only person that you really can hold accountable is yourself. It's happy in the sense that you're free. It's challenging, but I mean, who doesn't like a challenge? To me personally, that's my happiest point of my career, is when I stopped being an employee.
For sure. For me, I love to help families, but my business, JB brand, that's my passion. That's my baby. I want that to be like my full-time job. So hopefully one day I can get there, but right now I'm not there yet.
You got it.
And then on the flip, what's a bad moment or the worst thing that you think has happened in your career? And then what'd you learn from that?
Okay, so kind of goes hand in hand with what I said about becoming my own boss and being independent, is sometimes when you're an employee, I feel like you want that check so bad that you take like an amount of disrespect that, damn, where we clocked out, I would have thrown hands with you, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes as an employee, you get treated like shit, and it's like you don't respond because you're like, I can't get fired, I need this check. So I think that there have been countless times where I've taken so much disrespect to the point where I'm like, damn, it almost makes me like, I'm the type of person, like, I only cry when I'm angry. So I've been angry to the point of tears just from like disrespect alone. And so to me, that was like the lowest of the low, when I was like, I don't feel respected here. I don't feel appreciated. And I feel like I'm a pretty hard worker when I really put myself, when I really like am tied to something, that I'm passionate about something, I am a hard worker. So when there was like countless times where I felt like unappreciated, disrespected, and I felt like I'm really doing this for like not that much pay. So that, I think that was my lowest point. But then, you know, to turn it back positive, it's kind of like I hit rock bottom and then I kind of bounced back, and now I'm free, so to speak. So I think that was my lowest of my career. Okay.
For me, I worked at a career that I loved. They actually treated me very well. I loved my job. And then COVID literally made me like have no job. So I'm serious. It was really scary for me. I never wanted to be an entrepreneur, like I said before. So that was like the low of my lows. And I literally had to like get it together and like learn a whole new career, start a whole new career, network with different people, started my own brand. So I would say that's been like the high, but I'm still like, you know, I'm still climbing. I'm not there yet.
Probably haven't even hit our lowest lows, to be honest. Yeah.
All right, last question. What's the biggest misconception about you, whether in life, in your workplace?
Okay. I think the biggest misconception about me personally is that I'm a bitch. Wait, right? Do you think that? I don't know if people think I'm a bitch, more so they think like I'm intimidating. Because I think once you actually start to talk to me, you're like, oh, like, you're not intimidating. You're actually I'm a pretty welcoming person. I think that I'm always easily like, I can easily identify when someone feels left out. And I feel like I always make the effort to be like, oh, you know, like I grab them and I'll try to conversate. So I feel like people really think that I'm more so, I don't know. Would you say that of me? Like I think people think I'm a bitch and I'm not?
I think so.
Because I don't know, I can't read people's minds, but I think,
sure.
Yeah, I think that people think that I'm mean or something.
For sure.
And I'm not.
For sure. For me, people that have not met me, I think that they've told me that they think I'm either stuck up or this or that, and they're like, "You're so nice." So,
it's the kind of same thing.
yeah,
Yeah. Really? I don't think you seem stuck up. Who said that to you?
a lot of people like that have never met me, or like that they're intimidated. I'm like, why? I'm not above you. You're not above me. We're all the same. We're all the same.
Yeah. I'm not a bitch. I mean, I can be. I for sure can be. Ask JQ's ex.
Not her cussing him.
To add to that, like, I am rough around the edges. I was a girl that was raised by I have 3 older brothers.
Oh, yeah.
3 older brothers, and my mom was the oldest of 15 kids, so she's always been like a tough person, and she's like a very hard person to get along with. She's very like mean. Actually, she's really mean. But so it's like my mom, and then we don't have her dad in the picture, but and my 3 older brothers, so it was always like constant roasting each other, constant beating each other up. So I understand when people are like, oh, like she's mean or whatever, she's like whatever, but I'm not really mean because I don't mean it. It's just how I talk. I'm not like, I don't know, I'm tough skin.